Hi. Let's check
He's
if
a
we entered.
phenomenal control player.
Seems like. I've registered many planes, ambitious farm hunt, and many other cards in general. You expected Jolred and Fable? Well, then you haven't read the title of the stream, I think. If I were to play challenge with Grixis, I probably wouldn't play Jolred in it. I think Jolred seems pretty terrible in standard to me. Given that every deck is just mono removal spells. So it's gonna play a 4 mana card and it's gonna die and then it's gonna be bad. You look at Grixis itself, it has what? Not that many, but if you play Jolren to vote despair, then that's what you're gonna feel. You're gonna feel despair. Octofant 21, thanks for the sub. If I were to play Grixis and I had let's say I could play Aya too in my deck. If I were to play Skrelv, I think then you could play Jolred. Does that make sense? Maybe not. Maybe it's not as bad because people have... Well, it's pretty bad against my deck, I think, because I should remove Jolred with no much trouble. Maybe I will have some trouble. Oh, we'll see, we'll see. Am I well rested? Yeah, I think. I slept from 6:30 till 1. So I woke up 2 hours ago. On the draw, no 2-drop. If they play an aggro deck, I'll just die. I'll keep. So yeah, today I actually woke up from 6:30 p.m. No, a.m. I got a little bit fucked up by the jet lags. Are there aggro decks in standard? Well, I think the mono red deck I once built and perfected is actually non-zero present, and there is a soldier's deck, which is also a non-zero presence, but it seems like we played a mirror, so it was good to keep 5. But yeah, I think they're not very super common. Could play Destroy Evil in my deck too, which I don't. There's many options. I guess Loran destroying this is nice. Let's destroy the wedding announcement. Does Serra Paragon work on Modo? They fixed the rules. But I think it worked on Modo even before it worked within the rules. Modo went with common sense over anything else. Could trade offsets in my graveyard. But I don't want to be playing the Paragon this turn. If I draw another Laura and I want to trade, let's trade. If I draw another Laura, that's my best play, I think. So otherwise this Bankbuster is gonna draw 3. But if I play Paragon, it's way too easy for them to kill it for 1 mana, I think. I think it is not time. I could go Wedding Announcement, but that's bad for the care, so I think I'll go Wandering Emperor into next turn 2 cards. To play 3 and 2. And they'll probably draw 3 with their Bankbuster. And keep their Bankbuster. Damn, this card is pretty strong. But yeah, the Emperor I'll just make 2-2 and a 2-2 again. Just have Vigilance, which is nice. Sanctuary Warden. Okay, so we don't want to be playing Mirex. No, doesn't matter. Only have 2 planes. Could Ossification a human token, but I don't really want to. So maybe I'll play the Paragon now. But it does seem weaker in some senses. And if they would have lay down arms, which I think is within the range. And it's also poor. So let's announce some weddings. Oh yeah, the 2 Bankbusters kinda essentially, with how this game went, they basically unmulganned my opponent from 5, I think. And it feels like this game is going to be a slog, so I'm a minute down over my opponent. I should probably already pay attention to the clock because it seems like we might be stuck here for a while. Are standard leagues playable
He's
now?
a
I've been told
phenomenal
that they
control player.
are, yeah.
Unlucky for someone, I guess.
I haven't tried myself. Modern Vintage 2. Like the Vintage Showcase Challenge, yeah. I'm not sure if I play Modern. If they want to draw 2, maybe they have Wandering Emperor. Probably would rather draw than make a token. Let's attack with the Samurais for my announcement. Rosie Hoser, thank you very much for the sub. So I guess I can do that, yeah. I have a funny story to tell you about when I see you next. Alright, but you'll have to remind me because I might forget.
He's a phenomenal control player.
You don't want to lay the token? Was a sorcery. You wanted me to do it pre-combat? That sounded not good. What a shit card, Lamau. I mean, it's pretty good, I think. Not everything has to be an instant. What a shit card, Lamau. Come on. They could screw me hard with... Farewell? But I don't think most people play Farewell. Use Cancer's ability, yeah. And I still have 5 cards in hand, but yeah, they just keep the artifacts, that would be the problem.
He's a phenomenal control player.
No, freshly open cards smell so good. I think the difference is between Americans and Europeans on this one, because the European cards, the Belgium printed cards smell much nicer than the NA printed ones. Thank you, Mario, for the resub. Also, only 6% till we hype train to up to level 2 bros, so. Let's go. Also, this can remove +1/+1 counters. Hey, Canister, saw you at the terminal market one morning. Hope you had a good time in Philly. I did have a good time, yeah. And I was at the terminal market, so yeah, you did see me. Belgium dip the cards in chocolate. US dip it in oil. Yeah? Are you playing the Legacy tomorrow? No, I'm gonna head to Jendrek's house and play cube with him and with 6 other individuals. So no. Nice block, by the way. Fast track. Overpowered keyword. Fuck. That's so bad. Oh well. Okay, we have an okay move. We can go Paragon into Loran. Kill the ossification. And I'll be back in a minute. Right, I'm back. Clock could be relevant, by the way. Yeah, clock relevant, sure. I know this game is going to end with one player timing out. Like that much is clear. Can I exile a free, but then I lose my Wanderer. And I can kill it with an ossification or something. 2/2 can attack, trade for Lauren. I guess. Can they crew? They shouldn't. No, now I'm fully focused on the game, bros. Alright. Ossification my... What do you ossificate? This? Sure. It's fine. Can replay wedding announcement now. It's very nice. Okay, I think I'm ahead. I think I have like spiraling advantages now. Can lay down arms the Paragon. Ossificate this. Yeah, well put. And then I can use my flyer to kill the Wandering Emperor with a flyer. Okay, that's awesome. Nice curation of basic lands, by the way. Thanks. It's so that I have more choices with Ambitious Farmhand.
He's a phenomenal control player.
Oi Canny, this is your right ball, please play some modern and vintage today. 2PS nice music, smile.
Damn, thank you for almost 2 years, but we missed a scam train. I'll play the vintage showcase challenge as I said. I will not play the modern one, most likely. Scratch me, love. Alright, that's a nice card. What if I make them keep a Samurai or Loran? And I keep the Serra Paragon? Wouldn't seem that good. I think I would rather go. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I go 3, 4, 3. Kill Emperor. Yeah. Free. Lay down this. Bułeczko. Canister and the danger of timing out. Cuts. Start to gesture around. Bułka is like, no bro. Not on my watch. You're not gonna finish this match in time. Is Eternal Wanderer better than Farewell? Well, would I want a Farewell here? Not sure. Maybe I would exile Enchantment Artifact, I guess. Just play more wedding announcements too. To make the tokens available. Also have the powerful Roadside Reliquary synergy. Well, my point is making both players draw with Lauren, so probably not interested in spending mana on drawing. How happy were you with your deck choice for the PT on a scale from 1 to 7? 6. Maybe 5. 5 probably. Yeah, 5. Remember when they said mono white had no card advantage? Well, because it didn't, and then it got card draw. So it's like, you know, it's standard. So it's literally the past 2 years of cards. So those are new cards. I think they're gonna block the Bankbuster. Might get, of course, Emperor, but then we can use the Eternal Wanderer very nicely. Yeah, the castle from the wedding announcement. It should make the waiter tokens, but it doesn't. No, 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 don't have lay down. Okay, good, good, good. Well, it's definitely a grindy game. It's one hell of a grindy matchup. Still have Focus in hand and the Bankbuster. Dios mio. Well, this seems unplayable to play in paper and not timeout against a person who's not consciously extremely quick. Is Mono White the grindiest deck, or are there all like that? I think Mono White is a bit grindier than Grixis, because Grixis can more easily win a game where you uh, where you just attack
He's a
and like
phenomenal
hold up counters
control
and tempo
player.
your opponent, but
Go go Caney God.
to transform my farmhand, probably better. To transform my farmhand. I kinda clicking cards because don't want to be too slow. Jaspion, thank you for the sub. Yesterday I was watching draft in Munich and drinking beer while drafting was common. Is that normal? That's not normal phrasing. Feels like you're following this game so fine to click cards. Yeah, exactly my thought. Laurent seems very pogo in this format. Yeah, Laurent seems good against like everybody with Bankbusters main deck. Good on care, Vanser, 2 for 1. And then there's many more targets for everyone, right? Like kind of a good response to Fable. Maybe not a great one, but a decent one. Alright, that should be fine. I have Emperor X on my Paragon, probably. I was informed I did not attend Canister MTG standard stream. I was not a real Canister enjoyer, yeah. I hope I don't have to learn German names of cards. Why would you need to? What does Elspeth Ultimate do? 5 3 White Angel, creatures token with flying. Okay.
He's a phenomenal control player.
Because you're moving to Germany.
Canista time.
Any Germans? Do you use German cards? Alright, what's good in the mirror? Skrelv's Hive good? It doesn't really seem good because the 1/1s will not attack through the board. Maybe on the play, on turn 2 it's like okay, but it doesn't actually seem impactful. Leveler for the grainy matchup is gonna come in, and Fateful Absence probably is gonna come in too. Besides that, everything seems in the main deck. Eleshnorn seems powerful.
He's a phenomenal control player.
Worm Spiral Maskeen.
Otter Lady, thank you for the sub. Eleshnorn can just die to removal, but she does stop ossification, right? 104 players in the standard challenge, the heck? Well, there's standard tournaments that people prep for. Yeah, you can ossificate Eleshnorn and you can't Wandering Emperor her, so it's actually okay. Maybe. I need to board out cards though. Lay down arms need 5 planes, which seemed not super trivial. One farewell seems like an okay option. I think it's gonna be good at some points. Elspeth kinda whatever. Maybe I trim ossifications, perhaps farmhand is a card. I think it's just a part of my mana base. I think ossification is kinda not so good. Honestly. Just keep one. Because I think it doesn't answer most things. Look at the companions, I guess. Oh no, I cut companions, so now my Elish sucks. A lay down can answer walkers, yeah. Yeah, it's kinda tricky. In hindsight, you should have played Elish over third 7 mana Kaya, probably. Third one seems a little bit like overkill. Am I supposed to lay down arms this? You've got Stray Evil? No. For 7 mana Kaya seems like a lot. Hmm. Could make a might, but doesn't necessarily seem strong. But I probably kept 3 laydown arms because of Elishnon, but I guess probably shouldn't. They play the Wandering Emperor and put a counter on the Loran. Then I guess I'll lay down arms. The Loran. A selection of basic lands is exquisite, thanks. I mean, Kaya, honestly, a Planeswalker of Hexproof, maybe it's not too bad. I'm not sure how hard on your mana base that is. Much harder to play both Pacification and lay down arms, but maybe you can do... I don't know, maybe you can play black removal. Okay, I think we're getting fucked. Wait, it's the same person. Boy is like, yeah, I'll play around Wandering Emperor, and I'm like, bro, around who? I misboarded it. I misboarded says canister with 5 lands on hand. Losing. Sure, it was the misboarding that. I'll just concede. Like, I could try to even out the clocks, I guess, maybe, but don't care. Alright, fuck lay down arms, that card sucks in the matchup. Actually, we'll have the ossifications and companions. And if my opponent plays an Elishnon against me, then I'll draw my farewell, I guess. Or I mean, it's not like I have Fateful Absence. Yeah, this card just sucks. Or we have the Cityscape Leveler, and it's not a given they even have Elishnorn, Mother of Machines. Have 2 ossifications because it's not great either to draw. Would I play, especially on the play, would I just play something else? Proactive. Skrell's Hive seems bad, yeah. Let's go. Am I qualified for Minneapolis now? I am, yes. Okay, we have an on-curve play of Ambitious Farmhand into pass into... Well, into Fateful Absence if we need to. But probably would not have... Not gonna have anything to kill, but then we have Emperor into... Emperor into Elspeth. Elspeth Norn. Mm-hmm. Bro, I've been waiting a week to do this, yeah. Troll Ascetic for the win. I was one of the members of the Sewer Rats group, the tournament, and I've told him tales of the John lore and how deep it is. Oh no, they have Destroy Evil. That's pretty strong. But it is also wild how much more timid Johnster is in person compared to the online beast that he tends to be. Alright, so if they attack, they have their own Emperor. There's really no benefit for me to block. Can I say what is your all-time highest donation? I'm actually not sure. Let me think about it. I'll need to check. I think I might know. Bankbuster or wedding announcement? I think wedding announcement.
He's a phenomenal control player.
Subscribe.
Wizard Robin Hood, thank you very much for your continued support. My all-time highest donation. Chat, anyone remembers? We did get, I think, 199 or 100 subs gifted when I did the 24-hour stream at a single point in time, so I think that might have been it. By Adam_MTG. Which that was probably that.
He's
New
a
24-hour
phenomenal
stream soon.
control
Yeah,
player.
possibly. I've been thinking about that. 24-hour stream confirm. Well, I didn't confirm anything at the moment where you typed out that message, so that's a bit an odd one, but Portal 2, yeah, for sure. Okay. You sacrifice your Emperor? Can I do anything funny with my farewell? I don't think so. Can I kill the Wandering Emperor? +1, +1, +1? Yeah, I guess I can. Seems worthwhile to kill. Then see how my opponent attacks. We can Fateful Absence around that to save my Planeswalkers. You have more cards than I do, but I can have the onboard tempo of the Planeswalkers. Oh no, not the ambitious farmhand. Could minus Elspeth Nest, extend to get a protected Bankbuster. I really expected you to play field at the PT. What convinced you to bring Ragdo's sack? How do you watch my stream? If you watch my stream before, can you also let go of Elspeth? I think 2 tokens And spell activation seems better than 2 tokens. So I've been playing lots of Rakdos Sacrifice 2. And I didn't have the Lair of the Hydra technology to make me like more secure about some of the matchups, and I didn't have I was expecting to see maybe slightly more mono white than I did in the end. Creatures, artifacts. Make 2/2. Flyer.
Fisting is $300.
Sombrugger, thank you very much for $10 donation. This is very based. Also, Troll Ascetic FTW, thank you very much for a Prime Gaming sub. That's also very based. So yeah, I was thinking that there's gonna be a bit more mono white at the PT possibly, and that made me play Rakdos Sacrifice, but it was close. Like the night before the tournament, the night before the decklist registration deadline, I was opening up a fortune wheel online, and I was spinning a wheel with 20 Lotus Fields, 20 Rakdos Sacks, and 1 mono green. And I was undecided as to, like, I didn't feel too hard about choosing one or the other. What did I lose at the PT with Rakdos Sack? 2 Lotus Field. Rakdos midrange with boat. They got me with the boat many times. Let's go look at the cards. Point Buster, okay. And I lost to something else. What was the last loss? Greasefang in the last round. Not even one Rakdos mid. Yeah, I mean Rakdos mid sucks. They can't minus the Wanderer if I attack it like this. I think I could have won against the Lotus Field match, but I made a horrible mistake. Maybe not a horrible mistake, but what happened is game 3, I was on the draw. And end of my second turn, my opponent plays a Lotus Field. So yeah, my opponent's third turn, they play Lotus Field, they're tapped out, right, with a Lotus Field. Then I go daily dispute my Unlucky Witness, and I flip 2 Blood Type Harvesters with the Unlucky Witness. And I could have untapped, and I could have played Dumping Sphere and Pithing Needle from my hand, naming Boseju, with my opponent juice on a single Lotus Field. They had a Cycloning Rift in their deck, so it made it a bit harder. And instead I played a Blood Type Harvester for the clock, and my opponent played a Boseju, and Boseju is my Dumping Sphere. Because I would have a pretty slow clock if I had gone with that line. So it was a bit of a tough decision. I got punished. Crew Bank Buster? Why? I want to draw. Hello Biku, how do you feel about this mono white and standard? It's literally my first match, so I don't feel about it particularly yet. I went Harvester Sphere. Maybe Harvester Needle was the move. Maybe that was actually the best move. How did limited go? I went free and limited total. I got just unlucky, that's why. Copium. I'm assuming you didn't have Sphere plus Needle in hand before you disputed then. I didn't. I had Sphere, I drew Needle. Also, I moved to 6 and I was forced to put a Fotsies back. That sucked. Just blink my Lauren to kill there. Let's blink my Buster. You have to play quickly. What's all the fuss with Laren Lotus? Well, lets you beat Stonebrain on acquisition pretty easily. Because it can serve as your win condition. So, if they name your acquisition, what you can do is you can start comboing, put Omniscience into play, cast all of your pores, produce mana, use hidden strings to tap their blockers, kill them. And does sound a little bit wild, but it actually happens. From what I've been told. Sounds a little bit wild. No, but it actually works because you have your Lotus Field and Thespian stage being a Lotus Field, and you combo. Eventually, Grazer a Lair into play. You tap your strings, tap your stage to copy Lair, untap it again, attack them. But it's real, bros. It's real. It's definitely real. Yeah, this matchup is really grindy. Oh no. Ay, it's not good. We are about to lose our planeswalker advantage too. If you had to play Pioneer this weekend, would you play Sack again or a different deck? I think Sacrifice wasn't a perfect deck for the PT. It was okay, and like it had like 52% win rate, I think total. Or 55, no, don't remember. But it had an okay win rate, not a spectacular one. Which makes sense. I think it was a fine deck to choose, not a spectacular one. Did I activate the Wanderer, Mr. Streamer? Maybe I didn't. I was thinking I did, maybe I didn't. Oh, Wandering Emperor. Let's see the log. I don't know, hard to say. Bro, this fucking matchup, like, who has time for this? They have Destroy Evil, so the LS is pretty bad actually. Bros, who skipped Ram Ranch? Yeah, I think we actually lose because things happen, I don't get what. Just gotta play a deck so much thinking is no longer required, yeah. I mean, my opponent's 3 minutes too, it's just not plausible to not end up in this scenario. I forgot to use my Wandering Emperor. Whatever. You did your job, yeah, but poorly. They're gonna farewell. Something Wanderer. What a format. And Paul not worth the clicks, yeah. Not definitely. I think we time out. Shouldn't have. Answer the door. No, już 10 minut czekamy na twój stolik. Is that true? That's something only Cancer can do. Bros, request grand song, it's unskippable. What's so hard to get about this? It's like the one point of... Right, I guess I time out. I can't do anything. Ramranch 1 is still banned. Okay. Then you did okay. You only follow the rules, Adam. But you know how it is with just following the rules. So my hand was fucking 6 lands. I don't know if I actually would have won this. I probably had opportunities to play more roadside reliquaries to draw 2. But you really can't afford to think much. The mono white mirror. Time Pepega chat. I mean, I know, I realized that. I realized that's gonna come down to this. I said that on turn 2 of the first game that somebody's gonna time out, and it's probably me because I'm streaming, but... Crazy stuff. Nie można nawet siku. No siku nie można. Siku nie można. Oh la la. Alright, let's go. No, not a single second lost now. This time. This game. Oh, they're already 4 seconds down. GG. What a nerd. 25 seconds spewed already. No, 25. Wow. Excellent hand. I mean, let's assume my opponent actually plays something meaningful in the early turns of the game. This hand is far from excellent then. Did you see the clip where Benton went Lamao? Who's Benton? Why is my voice different? I don't know. I woke up 3 hours ago. As the time will go on, it's gonna become more like my usual voice. I did not change many mic settings. It's just that when you wake up and you haven't spoken much yet, your vocal cords are more relaxed and you sound a bit different. For the Firexa final is Benton Matson. Oh, don't think I've seen that, but I've heard of that. By not playing mono white, they're probably around the Kaya splash. Aforementioned. No attack. Well, if I attack, it's my opponent might want to attack there too. So I don't know if I should attack.
He's a phenomenal control player.
Welcome back. Did you enjoy a Philadelphia cheesesteak at the Pro Tour?
Thank you for the sub, God Tulu. I had a cheesesteak, but I could not say I enjoyed it. It was a not such a tasty thing to eat, actually. Where was it from? Well, from Philly. That's why it's called Philly cheesesteak. Standard needs an emergency printing of Nexus of Fate. Yeah, I mean, that's like why combo needs to exist, because... What does this do? Otherwise, like, you have... Whoa, what the fuck? Wait, they proliferate on wedding announcement? That's not even good. Well, it sort of is, maybe. Does my stack play Vindicator? I have it in my sideboard. Stand-up featuring... No. You requested a stand-up, we listened to a stand-up. Congrats. Well, I understand that, but just... You did request it. Alp MTG. Orzhov midrange. Vraska seems solid, I think. You probably get Duresis. Wait, why do you do this? Why is that good? Seems terrible. So bad, why did you do this? I should put a 4th counter on their wedding festivity. Absolutely. I mean, it's not like I'll win. I have so many planeswalkers. I don't know, I'll take the smallest one, I guess. Actually insane they're leaving you with the Emperor. Well, they didn't. You told that you will not think. I did not say I will not think. I said that you need to not think. If you don't want to time out, but I'll just time out. Will they summon Kaya now? Hmm. I mean, that does seem like a good build for the mirror. Honestly. In a way. So what the heck am I supposed to do now? I can't farewell Planeswalkers. What's this? So fucking nonsensical. What is format? 9. 9. Yeah, needs super farewell. Shit. Any options I have? Alright, I'll do a win. I think this deck could be improved by playing 4 Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Okay. Leveler in. Eleshnorn seems poor against so many Planeswalkers in Kaya. Fateful Absence and Lay Down Arms seems poor still. This didn't seem so good. Actually, like, Paragon seemed kind of horrible. It's so expensive to play a card that, like, any Planeswalker would have looked so much better, I think. More Elspeths would have looked much better. 1 vintage in 3 hours. This I can keep. Will you play Moderna? I'll see. Not sure. But in mono Planeswalkers, expensive Planeswalkers, that does not seem the greatest against Negate at that point. Because people will just cast their Negates on your cards, right? And you... It's probably gonna be bad exchange for you often. Does Raffin's Tower signify 3 colors? I don't think it does. This card sucks against Lauren. You get an extra planes of value, which is 0. You could see a modern stream if you keep pace. Honestly, yeah. I think it's just for cycling. Well, they play black cards, so it's a white-black land, but I think they prefer this over a pain land, makes sense. Do I sometimes go to Haruya Place in Tokyo since you're sponsored? I do get free tournament entry, but I've never been to Japan, so not a trivial trip to make, but I will go someday. War in Vintage, Hex Drinker. I wonder if my opponent is probably they're not playing that, but they could be playing Urza Assembles the Titans, right? Scry 4, then you may draw a Planeswalker, or 2, you may put a Planeswalker card with mana value 6 or less on the battlefield, and then you may activate the loyalty abilities of Planeswalkers can roll twice. Probably not very good, but you could play that. I guess trades. Did Urza assemble Uro? No. Insane value on my Brimas. Buka has fallen asleep on the desk now and he's just chilling. So I guess I'm not gonna time out anymore, but I'll just lose. You're going to standard RCQ today. Do you bring a Traxxas Reanimator or Grixis Mid? I don't know, bro. How am I supposed to know what you're gonna do? It's like a trick question. A riddle. No. Shouldn't have sacked the land. I don't have attacks. No one ever has attacks in this format. It is always okay, yeah, removal, yeah, tokens, yeah, planeswalker, make more tokens, yeah. Which I guess then it's pretty good to play Kaya. 1/1 flying, Architect of Restoration. Solid. So I can't even level the Kaya. Have you washed your jacket from yesterday? Are you wearing it 2 days straight? I'm wearing it 2 days straight, obviously. Why would it need washing after 1 day? It seems like wasting water. Podcast one less. I mean, it's also like a jacket that I'm wearing over a t-shirt. So it's not even touching my body. So I'm gonna wear it for 3 days straight. Or even 4. It's a bad attack they made. There was a phase when the design team was playing too much Hearthstone, designed 2/3s and 4/5s as the creature benchmarks. Was that 2/3 and 4/5s as creature benchmarks literally just 2 creatures. Siege Hyena and Reflector Mage, or was there anything else by that? Past that. Sylvan Advocate. Okay. So they did it again with Shoulder It. No, because Shoulder It doesn't tend to stick on the battlefield. So it's not that both players have Shoulder It and like nobody can bounce off, and also has Death Touch. So it doesn't happen with Shoulder It. Like with Rhinos, it did happen that both players had Rhinos and it was not profitable to attack for either player. Token artifact creature, construct spirit. Cityscape leveler is white, flying trample. No, not other Kaya. Bros. Oh, we got a Scry. Loran. Well, I can lose Loran to kill this. Sure. Yeah, Shoulder is not a 4 or 5 creature. That's Death Touch and it doesn't stick on the battlefield. You have 7 cards in hand. Yeah, well, how many do you think they should have? This makes it 1/1 spirit. Yeah, perdona. Why does she have Mace Cry 1? Yeah, it should force a Scry. Let's draw. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know what I can draw. Is Ram Ranch allowed again? Bro, just one Ram Ranch playing. Don't. Why are you such cops in the chat? It's fine. Some cowboy cacks every now and then. It's good for the health of the mind. I believe I'm screwed. Kaya does seem like a mirror breaker. Can you answer Kaya in any way other than attacking her? Playing standard but not on arena? Not a big arena fan. You can... I guess Kaya is weak against... yeah, Shoulder's Addict, but also
control player.
the other Addict. But I guess that's why I play the Wandering Emperor. I think the Wandering Emperor is pretty good against the Addict. Invoke Despair. She kinda soaks Invoke Despair pretty well too. Yes. The one, like the Emperor, the Wandering Emperor doesn't really do a whole lot besides bogging the board. There's a giant Rivetir's Charm, which kills Kaya, yeah. It's pretty solid. Icy Wolf, thanks very much for the sub. But I think in mono white, I'm out of black. Trying to deal with this. Spiffing Needle in the set, but in the format, but that... It's not very reliable, good. Taya is also the best answer to Atraxa. It's pretty good answer to Atraxa, yeah. Mono white is very mid. Yeah, it does feel like... It doesn't feel like playing the black mana. Like this doesn't really matter. The plains fetcher kinda sucks. Mono white is good versus Grixis, but so bad when people go bigger. I mean, I would call my opponent's deck a mono white deck, just splash a Gaia. Silex. Silex is interesting, yeah. The Urza Silex. But it's like, it seems like it's a fucking headache. The games are gonna be a headache. Urza Silex. That's 7 mana total. 9 mana total if you also want to search for a planeswalker. Each player chooses 6 lands they control. I think mono white has a lot of decks that go over the top and it can't outvalue them. Maybe. I mean, I just played 2 mirrors. Hi Canister, nice meeting you at the PT. Same. Alright, let's go. MTG Goldfish. Standard. What's BRG? You don't want to see the deck that outgrinds mono white. Oh, BRG is goblins. With 1 Masked Vandal. 1 Emrakul the Eon Stone. Could be UBRG with a single Orber. Pashalig Monka S. You're a mono blue enjoyer. Have I ever played against John Finkel? Yes, once in draft. Gate Crash, but the new Gate Crash. Ravnica Allegiance. Was playing Gruul and destroyed me. And then he apologized for destroying me. Which I found odd, but he did apologize. Was it that bad? What was the apology or the loss? Well, the apology for sure. The loss was like just normal, right? And he had like a better deck and just attacked me with creatures, and I didn't have like many ways to survive it. He had drafted a Gruul deck with combat tricks and I think two uncommons. 2 of the green red uncommons, which I don't remember what it exactly did, but it was like a 4 mana 5/5. Sunder Shaman can't be blocked by more than 1 creature, so it has a reverse menace. Destroyed artifact or enchantments. I don't remember if I had artifact or enchantments. It's fine to apologize if I move to 5 or something. No, I mean, even then, it's like... You're like, not really apologizing, you're just like commiserating, I guess, with the person, and I personally don't do that, and like, we do sign up to play a game with a random element. Reverse menace would be can be blocked by exactly 2 creatures, that's true, yeah. They should print cards with those abilities like that more often. You take our wilds, we take your city. Yeah. So I think I'll took my city. What even would be reverse trample? Well, you cannot assign the damage. Reverse trample is the thorn elemental. Well, not really. A thorn elemental that would force you to use the ability. Such a weird ability. What would need to happen in game of Magic the Gathering so apologizing by your opponent would not be weird for you? Let's say I would have a Zenith Chronicler. And uh, they play a rainbow card and like it has an ETB effect. And like we resolve the ETB effect and I say, bro, I had the cast trigger here. We missed that. And then my opponent says, oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Let's take that back. And we resolve the cast trigger, then that would not be weird to me in in any capacity. But just an imaginary story. Maybe reverse trample is like what happens when you trample over a death shadow. Well, reverse trample would be that you cannot assign damage to the blocking creature unless you already assigned lethal damage to your opponent. That's my... That would... I mean, it would be a pretty stupid mechanic. Pretty useless mechanic for the most part. In most situations, but that's what I imagine. Ginger said he had a couple of instances of Fotzi's bag at the PT and Tristan Wild Loru said sorry for that. Yeah. I mean, Fotzi's bag is just real. Few speak of this, but Fotzi's bag is real and Modo sometimes fails to shuffle your deck when it's supposed to. There's no like way in which shuffler is biased towards anything, but sometimes it is supposed to shuffle and it doesn't. Alright, let's check. Are we in the vintage event? Hexshrinker Hogak. I have one archive trap for Doomsday. I have one self-emancipation. Yeah. Why not? It's good value to top 8 with it. And it doesn't really matter. I have 2 Caracas, which is okay for off, as long as I don't play Shera Emissary. We have Chalice, we have Forest for initiative, we have 2 Dismembers for initiative. Yeah, seems okay. 4 extractions for extracting. Free blood gas, free once upon. Should you play surgical extraction in your blue deck over trap? What trap? Ravenous Trap. Ravenous Trap is better against Dredge. Surgical is better against Vengevine. That's what it boils down to. But Ravenous Trap is really good against Dredge, and Surgical is not close to being as good. But like I have the endurances which do what Ravenous Trap does. So I wanted extractions for the Bazaar matchups on top of that. Hey Kenny, I just noticed Soul of Emancipation or Hex Shrinker deck. What is the purpose of that? Funny that you ask. It's for show and tell. Who's that guy? Evaros. So he said Lamao. I need to put my headphones on for better listening experience because I couldn't hear the Lamao. Lamau. That's what how he said that. Kinda funny way, but it's not that funny. What happened? Why does Reduke have a worm in play but no Xenagas? Did he just creativity a single worm and he got lucky? Oh, Xenagas in hand, yeah, I guess. Lamau. What I found weird about this setup is that Benton faces this direction and then Reed faces this direction, but then the table is upwards, downwards, which doesn't feel proper to me. It seems a bit weird. Is that the most weird thing in that setup for you? Yeah. Well, how is inconsistent? Yeah. Yeah, he looks away from the table and he says Lamao as if he's seen a meme, and because he's looking at his computer instead of playing the game. I like that Reed writes his own name in the live pad. Yeah. He's browsing r/dank memes probably. The most weird for me is that there is no U in that setup. I'm actually blacklisted. I will never appear on coverage again. Because I play Gachi on my stream, bros. It's true. No, it's probably because I was too free in the tournament, so they didn't want to cover me because my result was shit at first. And I think I frequently start tournaments with a poor result, so that probably is the true reason, but that's my sideboard. No, I don't get preview cards because I will not beg for them. I'll not beg Maro to let me showcase Thalia riding Gitrog monster. Or let's make up some funny legendary pair. Yeah, it's like I will not beg them to let me spoil Abomination of Llanowar and Abdel Adrian tag team. Why is that legendary? Uro and Ragavan. A Cornelia, that's so funny because it's squirrel. Good one. I actually met Maro at the PT, and I asked him a question for my vlog. So there's gonna be Maro cameo in my vlog from the PT. One vlog. I haven't started putting it together yet, but it's gonna be soon TM. For the past 2 days, I've been a little bit fucked up by the time zone changes. And I didn't sleep at night, and I slept during the day. So I spent the past 2 nights playing Gravity Rush Remastered on PlayStation. And if you have PlayStation, then I think that's a game I can recommend because I'm having fun. But I have not spent it working on my vlog whatsoever. 24-hour stream angle TBH to fix your sleep schedule. Well, that will make it so that the vlog will never release because it's 24 hours where I will not work on the vlog, and it's recovering from that too. What is the game about? It's the premise is that you're controlling a character who has some gravity controlling abilities, and you basically fly around the town and do like stuff and challenges. And it's kind of like has nice flow to it, the movement of the character, because kind of like have to fix like you choose a point, and like that point is gravitational, that point is now like the point you're going to be falling towards to. So you're kind of just falling around all the time, which is pretty fun to do.
He's a phenomenal control player.
Hello Mr. Strimmer. Have a nice day and good luck, smile.
Thank you, Riku FTW. That said, we have to decide. Mm, if you want to play the modern challenge, but I think I will. I don't know. I'm O2 in this one, so not really much desire to play. But I think I would like to play a few more rounds of standard to experience more standard. And if we want to play the vintage one, which we do, then we risk double and potentially even triple queuing. Which we wouldn't triple queue because we would have dropped the standard one at that point, but what's the fastest modern deck? The Journey of Amulet. I don't know if Hammer is that fast. It's really fast. Scam fast, Living End. Maybe it's Living End, yeah. So, Amulet or Living End today? I will need to drop the standard one immediately because I timed out despite playing. Only that. How annoying is it for you to stream PS5 gameplay? Well, I would need to get my PS5 from the living room and then attach it to my PC. It doesn't sound too hard. But when I'm playing a game and I'm having a good time, it's actually much easier to have a good time when I play alone, I think. Maybe not. I played one match with Amulet with the Mirror Lake land and it seemed pretty good in a list without Valakut. No, I think the Valakut... Not playing Valakut is silly. Who was the losses? I don't know. I didn't remember my opponent's names. Yes, I could in general. Like it is within my capability to stream PlayStation games, as I do have a PlayStation, I do have a stream. The match question mark. Porsche Maker 8. I feel like I know what you want to ask, but I'm not entirely sure. So if you could formulate your question, then I will be able to answer it. I think all the Amulet decks gonna have Valakut in it. See, Valakut. I played 2 matches in the standard challenge. I lost both of them. One I played against the mirror match, and the second one I played against the mirror match who splashed black for Kaya and Vraska. Cupid Shuffle. Why is it called Cupid Shuffle? Only 2 make us in Gardens now. In this. 3 Oblivion Stone, wow. What the heck? Kinda makes sense to play like not 4 Mikas in Gardens because it's not great in multiples, even in like best hands for it.
He's a phenomenal control player.
Big
Not
fan.
sure about Oblivion Stone. I wonder if I go to the Amulet Discord, will somebody answer me about the Oblivion Stone? Assuredly has been discussed. Skills Zeleshnorn. Alright, let's check my Amulet deck. Amulet, the optimal list, Gardens. Is Elish not that much of an issue? I think she's not because nobody actually is gonna play it, but play her, but it does kill Alashnorn if you feel like if you're so compelled to. Let's play another bounce land. This is deck have a fetch land. Yes, Misty, Breeding Pool. Two Colossuses, I like to have two Colossuses. Yeah, I'm spewing seconds, but I'm O2, so I care about that less. A Miracle on the Cyberus admitting defeat. No, well, I think it does make you better against. Well, it helps against Mill significantly. Not to the level where it's a favorable matchup, but that's just like 10 sacks, let's keep. But that's not a argument not to play it, because you care about the increase of your win rate, not whether it's like gets over 50 or not. That like literally has no meaning. Chat, can you remind me in 10 minutes about the modern challenge? No, another fucking mirror. Also, I can play one Krasis. Because I play Breeding Pool anyways. Mirror in the O2 bracket, yeah. They're Texan standard. Seems like no. Which would make it appear that it's very wise for like my round 2 opponent to splash what they splashed. Mono White's a pretty overrated deck. Well, I'm not saying that it's so good, but it's just that we play the mirror for the third time, which is pretty funny. But I can't say anything about how Mono White places against other decks in the format. It does seem like I just never want to play Serra Paragon except for when I actually can play her. But that card seems very bad overall. It is a cheaper deck as well. Possibly. I've not thought of that, but maybe it is a factor in its popularity. Do you think they'll have their own emperor? They probably will. So how is mono white versus mono red? Don't you just die because your early plays are 2 mana 1/1s? Mono red challenge next week? Yeah, maybe. We'll find out. Ała, to fulek. Ała, to fulek. Play mono red mid range next week. Yeah, I guess inevitably. Cult of personality. Hey, I remember Modern Challenge. Alright, I entered the Modern Challenge and I just drop when it starts because why not? Yeah, the 5 minutes not passed, but Lizard was just afraid he's gonna forget to remind me. Let's take a look at the moderate decks in standard. There's a surely summon Goldfish. Raiju, Squee, Feldon. I don't know if for Squee makes any sense. They don't play the draw spell? Very mid-range. I mean, it's playing Phoenix check. It's not that mid-range. It's 12 1-drops. Rebel Salvo. The new shouldered answer. Are there any equipments you could play? There's a Rabbit Battery. I'll play Shivan Devastators ×4 like I was planning on. Seems so much better than 4 Squee to me. 4 Thundering Raiju. Maybe you want to play Raiju, but you're playing 22 lands. That's so odd to me. Only 4 Mirrodin equipments that you could play? I don't think so. There's 2 2-drops, but they're just 2 mana 2/2s. They're not too good. I'll play the Wanderer, I think. Make Samurai and make just other 2/2. Well, the 4/4 Flying Haste one is 5 mana, so like using that to reduce your removal spell doesn't really do anything. My mono white deck is also on my stream decker, but you have to open it and look through all my decks, and then you're gonna find it. Coxification. Oh, I guess I can kill my Emperor because their Bankbusters are 5/5. That's a bit of a bummer. Probably should play 4 Lauren, honestly. Remember Modern Mr. Canister? Thanks, I have joined. Why did they attack? Seems wasteful. O2 bracket play. Yeah, I guess. Ayo! Ayo seems better than Serra Paragon 2. That's solid. Bros, that's so good. I don't have anything in my graveyard, so we could exile graveyard. We have 1 card now. Okay, actually winning. That's unfortunate because Modern starts in 2 minutes and I was hoping to lose. Let's make the value play. That's not a value play. I just assume it's gonna draw a card for some reason. Didn't process that fully. Value play. Auto gaming, yeah. You're not the first one to do that, TBH, yeah. I'm sure. But I just assume it's gonna draw a card, like, come on. See, Canister wins. Alright, my modern match has started against Xenovan. I actually dream crashed Xenovan when he wanted to qualify for the PT, and I said, bro, you have to beat me first with your spirits on my Phoenix. And he was like, shit, and he lost terribly. At the RC in Sofia. Not sure I should keep this hand. Hand is borderline, yeah. Did you apologize? No. I didn't apologize. Forgot to join the challenge. No, it was a bug. It was a bug for sure. Think. Oh, that's more. Tiny bit better. Keep. Wooded Foothills Pass. Crazy. Crazy opening. We have assembled the fabled 2 amulets. Force of negotiation. Exiling Adraxa. Return freeing people. No. Glimpse of tomorrow. Okay. Makes some sense. Atraxa doesn't even seem so good in that deck. They flipped over. So you don't know what they flipped over, but my opponent cast a violent outburst and sacrificed 2 lands. So Glimpse of Tomorrow actually doesn't reveal on Modo. So we don't know what they revealed from the glimpse. Which is actually a so-called bug, I guess you could say. There's a free on the revealed card zone. Yes. But those are the cards revealed from Cascade. from the Violent Outburst. So Outburst revealed one of the multiverse, Colony Garden, and Glimpse. And my opponent tried to put one of multiverse into play. Well, if they revealed one of multiverse, I would have just put it into play with Glimpse. So that didn't happen. I checked the game log. It's not in the game log either. It's just secret. It doesn't reveal the cards. Ask in chat, remember Sophia? Why would I ask that? It doesn't actually work. I miscounted my mana. So I should have fetched a Titan or like 2 bounce lands with this. 6, 7, 8, 9, 11. I can die to the Glimpse, revealing something good. Because I made a mistake. Alright, let's die. It's gonna be fun. Imagine handicapping yourself so much that you can't win with 2 amulets. No, I could have. I just miscounted. Just because I was double queuing. Alright, so my opponent's playing Cascade, so Swan Song is gonna be good. Please drop standard, bro. Alright, I'll drop standard. You're right, I don't want to be playing in that. Like, neither does my opponent. I'll switch the title of the stream. Modern challenge with Amulet. Vintage later. So we want Swan Song, Cat to Grazers, makes sense. This doesn't do anything, this doesn't do anything, this probably doesn't do much. It's also on the forehead anti-Blood Moon. I'm not sure, I've seen 3 O-Stones in this list from Mistaken and for 0 in a prelim, and I was like, alright. I guess, bro. Why not? Don't think I want Oblivion Stone here. I'll just submit. Oh snap. Gardens. Amulet. One thing about Gardens Amulet is that it tends to make you weak against Force of Vigor. I mean, like you cannot commit, so then you're okay against Force of Vigor, but it incentivizes you to commit more often, which then makes you bad versus Force of Vigor. So the famous 10 to kill? No, it's not close. I'll need a Grazer for it to be 10 to kill. If I make 3, bounce this, play Azusa, play this. No. I can't turn 3 kill. There's arguments for keeping more lands in hand because of Cultivator Colossus. But I think playing a little bit around Force of Vigor is good too. By deploying more lands. Not that Colossus without Amulet is gonna be any good. But yeah, my opponent gets to violently outburst. They reveal 23 cards, so we can see what's in their deck. Force of Vigor, Force of Vigor, Force of Vigor times 3. Atraxa, Emrakul, one with Multiverse Omniscience. So they want to hit Omniscience and play Emrakul. Omniscience, Atraxa. Well, that's not bad. Pretty likely to hit Emrakul, right? They reveal 10 cards. So they could cast under Atraxa, right? They choose Atraxa, Caverns, one of the Multiverse, and Force of Vigor. Play second Omniscience because why not? Play one of the Multiverse. Because you can play the top card then. Play Atraxa again. Reveal the Emrakul and cast Emrakul. This is actually kinda based. And Atraxa being a blue card for Force of Vigor. Will and green for Vigor. Helps you with the counts. Looks pretty based. Nice deck, I'll say. I mean, I guess Boseja against Omniscience can matter a bit, but also works with Force of Despair. True. Would work with Solitude if you're into that. Probably aren't. You could support Grief with 4 Atraxa, 4 Archon of Cruelty for Grief, maybe? That doesn't sound outrageously bad. Do I actually explore this turn? I'll get fucked by Force of Vigor. I don't think I have anything against that. Copy opponent's land and play Amulet. I cannot play second land this turn. So I think we're just probably not gonna play around Force of Vigor. Seems like there is little point. Because I think my hand cannot beat it ever. So I've shocked the Breeding Pool to scare my opponent with the Swan Song. Oh, we got the Swan Song. Not actually just a scare. So I think it's second amulet. Maybe it's expedition map counter. Cascade. But Tolaria West with one amulet is so slow. I don't think I want to do that. I think I'll just rely on the Explorer, yielding something. Uh, Where Titan, yeah. Seems like there is little upside in playing out my lands. If I draw Cultivator Colossus, I would rather have more lands in hand. What is? That's not a swan. It's definitely not a swan. I guess I lose my amulets. Such a classic amulet way to lose, just not have the Titan. I guess now I wish I had searched for the TOS, but I still wouldn't have played the Titan this turn, right? I don't think so. But Sergio might break Omniscience. Wow. Sure. Titan, 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 Titan. Solid. I guess if I get Vigor next turn, I want to have an extra land in play. Sphere, Swamp. Yes, you can cast Glimpse from hand with Omni in play. You just cast your card without playing.
He's a phenomenal control player.
I heard this is indeed live.
I probably should actually copy, because it seems fine to copy. How did the standard challenge go? I played 2 mirrors and I dropped when the first one, third one was happening. What a game. I ran my point up to 6. If they have the correct lands in the deck, they could play Atraxa next turn. Doesn't seem like they do have the correct lands. Also, Master Mike, thank you very much for your Prime Gaming subscription. One of the game of Magic of all time. Yeah. It's not hard casting. I mean, why not pre-combat then? I guess it doesn't matter for you to do it pre-combat. Evoke actually makes sense. Titan, 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 Titan. Punished for turning my land into an amulet? Why did we copy the Amulet Despair, yeah? Well, I mean, we didn't have lethal this turn anyway, so... How much is one with multiverse? It's 8 mana, right? They're gonna cast it next turn. Shock. Yeah. One with multiverse into Emrakul. Classic. Nice. When I play Amulet, it feels to me like the games where I miss on a Titan happen to me very often. It feels like they happen more often than when I see other Amulet gamers. Maybe they move harder, or possibly more plausible explanations that they're just luckier. What do you think about that, chat? I did not take the TOS, which honestly would have been good enough this game. Should have Bossaged their land end of draw for the chance. Not sure. Like is a social construct. Okay. So yeah, I struggle enough with drawing a Titan to begin with. And then people don't play cover and they just... What if your opponent has a counterspell? What then? You have both to draw your Titan and not get it countered. That's like so tough for me. I chose to fetch a second amulet over a map under the assumption that the likelihood of my opponent having a second cascade spell is high enough that I'm not expecting to win often by fetching a TOS here. But then I got punished. So I don't know what to make of that. I am morally distraught. She could also argue that I was supposed to mull. Which I don't think I was. What do you think, chat? Would you have kept? And was Dryad Saga Explore? Two Carulans, yeah. I have an extra card too. I do wonder if more TOS is just better. TOS is not particularly efficient. So you don't actually want to draw it often. That's why I'm playing two Cultivator Colossus too, to draw a threat card a bit more often. Because my struggle with this deck is largely not drawing the threat card. It feels to me. Sometimes you draw too many threat cards though. Keep saving up to unban KCI, but we only have so long to live. We'll probably die first, yeah. I'll go grab a cup of tea. I dropped standard, now I have nothing to do. With standard I was able to occupy myself for hours. So I guess I checkmated myself. I'll be back in a few minutes. Hope canister saving wins for vintage. Yeah, that's what I actually do. I guess I haven't won a match yet on the stream, that's true. Oh, also, I have a Pioneer League active. Somebody earlier was asking me how it came that I was playing Sacrifice and not Lotus Field. At 11 p.m. submission night, with an hour to decide, I have fired a league match with Lotus Field to let the vibes decide. And those were my two losses. I'll show you right now. See, it looks like mono green, right? But then you see Blooming Marsh, you're like, okay. Werewolf Pack Leader, that's not mono green. Arc Queen of the Draws, okay. Lupine Prototype, what the heck, right? Polukranos. And I was like, what did I just die to? So after just dying, we played another game. I bet Cat Oven is also weak to Archfiend. No, I have Fatal Pushes in that deck. And here I kept a hand with no second land, so maybe that's on me, but it turned out that we lost to Fight Rigging. Under Fight Rigging, they played Fotsis and Haisha Poesis, but then also Galta. And I died. So I was like, okay, if I die to Fight Rigging... I mean, Fight Rigging is not that bad of a card. And I guess like black-green pounding monsters with Stompy, with Fotsis backup is not that bad of a plan, but... It's probably pretty bad matchup against Galta with Sacrifice. We can prevent them from casting it pretty well. Once they cast it, I guess you can Act of Treason and attack for 12. It's pretty strong. Probably Galta is a fine matchup for Sacrifice. After all things considered. I also have a draft where I'm 2-0 in the first match. And it's a very strong draft deck. It's red-green, it has Luca, Contagious Vorak, Sharpness Slinger for no reason. Why do I play that card? I guess just as a 2-drop, that's fine. And a Unnatural Restoration in the sideboard so you can restore the Luca against the grindy matchups. We can finish that. Can you see Kanigak sideboard? Archive Trap, Dismember, Surgical Extraction, Surgical, times 4, Free Endurance, Soul of Emancipation, Chalice of the Void, Caracas Forest. You might ask, what is Soul of Emancipation for? And I will tell you, it's for the Atraxa gamers with show and tell, but it might be Western Progenitus and it might be like not good period. There's an arena open today. I guess you can update arena to take a look at it. Show and tell sucks in your opinion. I think so too, yeah. But I think it's good against me. So an open was a qualifier, right? Oh. So yeah, I guess I have less desire to play in a qualifier because that would mean that the prize I can win is playing more arena, which does not strike me as appealing. think my keep didn't turn out to be the greatest. Hopefully I'm going to draw, well, a playable card immediately. Well, I guess I can play the mountain, yeah. I'll feed Bulka. Oh wow, they sacked the land. 10-4 I pass. No, 10-4 I play Exuberant Fuseling. And I even get to block your Atmosphere Surgeon. Just flying. Probably better off blocking the Vorak. And playing the Sky Warden. To just block. You can draw the card with the Oil Gorger Troll later. Hopefully. Can gorge on some oils. Little oil together. It's Death Touch. Damn. Alright, we got it 2 damage and we could attack with the Furnace Strider, but I didn't, so I guess no attacks with Furnace Strider. Noxious Assault. I think that's the first time I've seen this card played. It does not seem particularly impactful here. If I put in Eleshnon when a opponent shows and tells they get attracts a trigger. I'm pretty sure they do. Because they put their card first as an active player. What? What a weird move. So the trigger is already waiting to be put on the stack. And Eleshnon only happens later. Active player chooses first, but they enter simultaneously. Okay, in that case, you don't get a trigger. I think. I just put it into play. You'll see what's gonna happen. Pattern of Predation. Interesting card. Also a pretty big one. They block a 5/5. No, they can't block a 5. They block a 5/4. 5, 9, 12. They die. Am I still in challenge? I am in the modern challenge. I lost my first round though, but I am in it. Alright, I'll just submit because my deck seems ideal with the matchup. And now we get hit by the other side of the coin where we draw no lands, so we have to mulligan. Oh my. Alright, I guess put back one of the cultivators that are not castable currently. Hopefully draw a forest and my opponent leads on a Dark Slick Shoals. Must be nice to have such a perfect mana, huh? Guess I play 2/2 for 2 for so-called tempo. Also, I'm waiting for the updates on the Elderstone situation, Maquinsas. Because I'm curious now too. Please don't leave me hanging. Not sure if attacking is wise. Probably blocking is okay. Also wondering if I should sideboard Elish for show and tell in Vintage Showcase. Oh, so it was not a game situation, okay. It's pretty nice, actually. Isn't there a cheaper effect like this? Probably not. We get there. I can play my Mana Dork at some point. No. Have you seen Sodek's wholesome tweet? I haven't. Link? Question mark. Today I played Wretch in a modern RCQ. I lost both in Swiss and top for the same guy who claimed it was Blue-Eyed Spirits. With this pile of shit cards. I thought I knew something about modern, now I question everything. The Cherry Grow, Strict Proctor, Steel of the Godhead. Steel of the Godhead? That's the aura. It's very awesome, yeah. +1/+1 lifelink, +1/+1 blockable. I've seen this card in decks before. For sure. You put it on Geist of Saint Traft, I think. And it was just unbeatable. It is interesting. Blue-Eyed Spirits, and then you have two mutagenic. I appreciate that this guy hunted Sodic down. What is this situation? Alright, I'll Dark Blast. Guy's like, yeah, mutagenic growth. Two mutagenic growths. Insane. Just so they complain a lot IRL too. I think he does get tilted in games a little bit, and well, a little bit, a bunch, and he can tell you what he thinks about your deck if he's losing to you. To be fair, free blood on bold is pretty sweet. Sure. Still, pretty surprising collection of cards, I agree. When I first read Steel Head of... What is the name of that card? God Steel? Steel of Godhead. I thought it's the creature, the 4 mana that makes everything into a 1/1. That used to be played in ad nauseum sideboards occasionally against Death Shadow. It's good against Stubborn Denial and kill Death Shadow immediately. More 1/4s. I don't know if my opponent's deck is capable of poisoning anyone. Yeah, Godhead of Awe is the name of the card. Alright, Modern. We have Saga. Probably keep. Fail to draw
He's
Titan
a
and die.
phenomenal control player.
Sounds like a plan. Noxious Assault. Well, that's pretty spooky. If I double block, do they poison me? They poison me twice if I double block? I guess I have no blocks. Maybe I could... I could have blocked and pumped to just soak 3
He's a
damage.
phenomenal control player.
16 months learning with Kaniki.
Thank you, Frank Dallas 22. It's very based of you to subscribe to my channel. Tapped Hallowed Fontana. Play Broseju. Alright, pass, I guess. Oh no. What a pathetic way to go. They ghost quarter me. Hi, have fun. Bounce land, bounce land, bounce land, bounce land. Alright, we have 2 few lands now. We play out more lands. You can draw a bounce land next turn. Well, they're summoning a Leonin Arbiter. We drew the Broken Land. Sphere Swamp. Could you please puff my Dryad? Whoa, whoa. Not what I expected. Out of this opening. Do you think it's Texas plus Spellsetter Sprite, or is it a Fairies deck with some white cards in it? Do you think they just got excited after seeing Utah's Invitational card? Or Champion card? And they were like, damn, I have to play Fairies now to prepare for when the new card drops. Selfless Spirit, that's not a Fairy. Strict Proctor, Seal of Godhead, and Mutagenic. Honestly, true. How many challenge matches did you win today? I'm on my way to get my first win. Let's see if my opponent can flash something problematic. ChatGPT make their deck less? Maybe. Hey, ChatGPT. I like fairies. Make me a deck. Sure. You should play this card. Thank you, ChatGPT. I fell to sideboard in a school bump. What's gonna drop from this vial? Another Selfless Spirit. I was expecting something new, so that, you know, it gets more entertaining, but a second Selfless Spirit is kinda lame. But also reasonable, of course. Right, Canister wins. So we're playing against blue-white spirits. I think it's possible that my sideboarding is going to be no sideboarding. They have Ghost Quarter. Could have Dismembers, could have literally anything, but I don't think they did anything that prompted me to sideboard very hard. And I think with Amulet, just much better not to sideboard most of the time anyways. Does Fountain not have merit? It does have some slight merit, but maybe over a Cavern, but they do play blue mana, so I'll keep the Cavern in the dark, not knowing the... Let's play the Cultivator. I think 2 damage doesn't matter as much, and we can use the Slinger to kill an artifact, maybe the Atraxas thing later. I asked ChatGPT to make a fairy deck. It put Bitter Blossom in without any black producing lands. Okay. I mean, that sounds not optimal, but Oh no, a 1/4. How am I supposed to deal with that? Top lands in draft. I think the first 2 copies of those lands are pretty strong. This seems keepable if I will be able to cast my explorers with some top decked cards. And play a Tainted Observer in the draft. Got Luca. This attack is probably kind of medium. That was actually a horrible attack. Whoops. No, it's fine. I can use the Tyvar stun too. That's what I wanted to do. Oh, checkmate. So hopefully I'll draw a green producing land in this Amulet hand. They're leading off with a Ghost Quarter. Ghost Quarter can be a green producing land, so I guess I'll lead on Saga. Maybe they will feel compelled to Ghost Quarter it before channel chapter number 3 pops. This also can fetch a bounce land to have more lands afterwards, which is good. I'm gonna play Luca and then I'm going to read Luca. Okay, no need. Eater of Virtue. It's not what I expected, but it's named Dryad. I think I'll fetch Semi-Grove Chamber immediately to avoid getting hoisted by a surprise Leonin Arbiter, because you never know with those people. Saga Taxis Gamer. We haven't seen Saga from their deck, but I guess that's a reason to play Eater of Virtue. But it seemed like a blue-white Spirits deck with... Oh, they do have the... Oh no! My land goes away. I guess I still got hoisted by Leonin Arbiter. No. Why draw Misty Rainforest? The one fetch land my deck. Is it really worth it? Is it really worth it running the Misty Rainforest when this situation will happen very commonly? Maybe not. At least it lets me play my Grove Chamber next turn. I asked ChatGPT to find a lethal line for Amulet Titan on turn 3. Base. So I think I play Grove Chamber still this turn. With this card, probably Summoner's Pact. With Arbiter in play. You asked ChatGPT to find a lethal line on Amulet Titan on turn 3. It's not fully how it should go, but... Okay, so Eater of Virtue and Selfless Spirit is kind of a combo because you make an indestructible creature forever. Sort of. I think I'm dead. Remember when they banned Summer Bloom and not Amulet of Vigor because they said Amulet of Vigor could still carry a unique deck in the format? That's actually true. It seems to do that. I need to block now. I think if I block I have no outs, but if I don't block I also have no outs for the most part, but let's not block. Because the block is a charm block, so it doesn't do anything. Maybe they will not use proactively. Yeah, 2 explores. Oh, so I need to... for them not to use Giver of Runes on Arbiter proactively to push damage through. Azusa Lost But Seeking is a potential replacement for Summer Bloom, but it is less efficient. So while there is a deck to play, it won't have frequent turn free wins through. They now have Boseju, so I think they played themselves. Also, imagine you play in paper and your Leonin Arbiter opponent picks up their deck to search. And you're like, no, bro. Bro. Have you paid 2? It would be a classic situation. A classic Leonin Arbiter gamer thing to do. So you're probably gonna lose. Free one the standard challenge, congrats. Two Valakut's bad. Valakut bounce land. Valakut bounce land. And this has to go face. I died. So you'll give protection now. Just gonna give them that benefit of doubt. So it's probably gonna be this member matchup. It might be, no, it's not an Oblivion Stone matchup. It might be a Radiant Fountain matchup. It didn't seem like they play counters. Let's cut Cavern. I'll probably trim a single Cultivator Colossus and maybe a Grazer on the play. Submit. Like Grazer blocks their creatures, but I cannot dead end against land destruction. That's gonna be really bad. Well, this hand has lots of lands. So I go Valakut, Saga, Construct. Maybe that's okay. I think it's a bit sketchy, but it's kind of interesting. Will they have a turn 1 Vial? For the third time, doesn't seem like. Okay, I can play Boseju. Explore. Saga. Okay, we have a Juicer in our head now. We can make the constructs too. Yeah, we Ghost Quarter, okay. And Arbiter. Fuck the Arbiter guy, bros. It's just such a card. Alright, but I guess we change plans to just try to combo, given the recent developments of my hand. Vesuva copying the bounce land is 6 plus 3 plus 6, so 3 short for the kill, right? I mean the previous game? I didn't have lethal. Yeah, I had too little. Archangel of Wrath is Pog. Seems like an interesting card. Well, sure. Fuck you, bro. And your arbiters. Love to do it. Ghost Quarterer becomes the Ghost Quartered. This is one fun thing about Lone and Arbiter for me. I don't think I ever played with Lone and Arbiter myself. Szmarek getting my amulet. No! Ty kurwa, cwaniaku, nie, no. The tables have turned once again. It was so good. But it became so bad so quickly. Alright, I have an amulet, not could be worse. Hi, have fun. Yep. Oi oi oi. I can't even block with my creatures, so I guess I'll attack. Am I still on my way to win in this match? No, their Ghost Quarter top deck was pretty disruptive. Portable Hole, Prismatic Ending, yeah, sure, bro. Sure, bro. Great removal spells. Even the Broken Land Mykosinth Gardens did not seem to interfere with my opponent's attempts at hoisting me, stopping me. They did stop me quite hard. So what I think the plan is for now, chat, is I'll finish the stream and I'll restart it in half an hour. I'll take a little bit of a break, clear my head, vibe a little bit, eat something, and then I'll come with full strength for the vintage showcase challenge. What will you eat? I'm gonna eat goulash with kasha jaglana. I told you Valakut bad. No, Valakut is not bad. Ogórek? I said goulash. No ogórek. Can you share your goulash recipe? Yeah, it's not that great. I think it could be like better. But I think I'll just add more spices. I added 2 little spices, and that's why like the first time it was a bit medium. I made a big pot of goulash yesterday. Before the stream. I made a 5 liter, so I guess 1.5 gallon pot of goulash, and I'm planning on feeding on it for the next many days. We'll see. I guess not even 1.5, yeah, 1.321 gallons. More appropriate. Why does MTG bot have a unit converter? Well, it just has many functions. Like also has, song requests, which you'd think that you'd need a song request bot and not a MTG bot, but I think Magic players occasionally could use a unit converter. Alright, see you in half an hour. Remember to come back to the stream. Remember that it does restart in half an hour.